Hi everyone, welcome to the Sugar and Crumbs kitchen. Well, we're really pleased to have Firth and Gwen Powell back in the kitchen. So great fun. We've got lots of things to show you tonight. So hi ladies.
Hi. Thank you so much for having us back.
Yes, thank you.
Absolutely, love it that you're both here. Always smiling. Nice to have a couple of girls in the place. So we've also got in the kitchen Laura Maria. Hi Laura Maria.
Hi.
We've got lots of things to show you. So Gwen is here tonight to talk to you about the DK applicator. Okay, we want to have a chat about how the DK applicator works, a copy product on the market which we'll get to shortly, and in the meantime Kim is actually going to show you how to decorate a cake using the new Karen Davies ruffle mould, the DK Pearl applicator, which if you don't know what that is, it's called the dragéekíss. It's a beautiful applicator. Okay, and what else are we using?
The quilt, the continuous quilt.
And Kerry Griffiths continuous quilting mould, which is produced by Katie Sue Designs. So great start for tonight. So lots of products there that we're going to use. Just to let you know, we've got some new products in as well. So we've got these lovely rolling pins. You've seen me use them before in my lives, and I've said that I would get them in. They're online. I think they're 20 inches, aren't they? They're 20 inches then?
No
feels
idea
nice and smooth, that, doesn't it? Yeah, doesn't it feel lovely and smooth? Laura, what are you looking at me like that for? I was just showing them how lovely and smooth it is. Do you ever feel?
I've had a feel.
Yeah, it feels lovely and smooth, doesn't it?
And it works like a dream.
It does.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Would you like to have a go?
Can't work with it today.
Yeah, lovely.
It's
So,
very good.
anyhow, lovely rolling pin. Maria has obviously got a filthy mind. I won't talk about that anymore. Okay. So anyhow, so these are the new acrylic rolling pins. Okay, fabulous. If you want one, grab them now. I meant to tell you a couple of weeks ago, but they came in on the first day and they sold out the first day. So I've just got a new batch in, which is brilliant.
Be quick.
Be quick. Okay. We've also got Kerry Griffiths' new moulds in. He launched them on my birthday.
Aren't they impressions? Do they call them molds?
Whose shop is this?
You said
Whose Facebook Live is this?
impression mats before.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, round out, round out.
2 minutes taking over the
This is what I'm
show.
here for.
So Kerry Griffiths launched his new moulds on my birthday last Thursday, and they are fabulous. You can use them in lots of ways. So you can use them as an embosser, you can use it as a mould, you can use it as an applique, you can use it for airbrushing, you can use it to paint in, you can use it and put royal icing over it. You can do lots of things. And we are hoping that Kim has had a look at them. We're hoping that the next time we get Kim in the kitchen, we're sending her home with them. She's going to come back and make something marvellous. That's what we want.
So roped into everything.
I know. She said, would you like me to look at some of your products for you? And I went, you know what, Kim, that would be very good. When can you come back? Okay, so let me just show you these. They're fabulous. So this is the rose.
They are beautiful.
Can we see that?
Yes.
So that's the rose. And what Kerry's done on this one is he's actually impressed it in. Okay. Then he's royal icing over the top, and then he's painted it gold. And that's beautiful. This is what it actually looks like as a mould. So I'm going to take it out of the packet so that you can see a little bit more detail. And obviously this one's called Roses. Now, it does come like that as one big mat. Is that low enough? Can you see?
Yeah.
You do have to cut the parts together, cut them apart to be able to use them, okay? I suppose you could put them on like that, and I don't know, I suppose you could move them around, especially if you were just embossing with them, couldn't you?
Yeah.
You wouldn't have to cut them. But, you know, do save a little bag or a container. On here gives you a full card. With some instructions and some links to download videos where he's actually done a demo to use them. So we're selling these as individual mats, or you can actually get a fantastic discount. I think it's a saving of £16 if you buy all 4. Then we've got tulips. Then we have peonies. How pretty they are.
Very clever concept.
It is, then.
Very clever concept.
Peonies. Then we have butterflies. So that's the formats. Do you like those, everyone? What do you think? Back with you, Laura.
Lovely.
Do you like them?
Yeah, just to clarify, if you do want the set, you have to buy the item on the website that is the set of 4. Don't buy them individually expecting the discount to apply. You do have, it's an item, a product itself that is the set of 4 with a discount already applied.
Yeah. Yeah, don't be phoning me saying you've clicked all
No.
4 in the basket. I can't work that one out. Just go and look for the set of 4. Okay, so they're on the website. They're available now. They've been available since Thursday. We launched them with Katie Sue on Thursday. We shared Kerry's video, so you can see the video as well. And by the time I've sweet talked Kim, who is a little superstar, who volunteered to use one of our new products,
She's a flatterer.
we will have her back next month doing a live with us on how to use them. I can't wait.
I'm so looking forward to this.
Because we know she'll be good. Right, so then the other thing that I wanted to tell you about, we've not been shouting about it for a while because we wanted to make sure that we actually had the product on the website. It was working properly. There was lots of options. And Maria is in charge of this product, okay? So she has had to put the whole lot on the website. And I think she's just shot herself because it's been a nightmare, but we're there. So we are doing edible printing, okay? Now the edible printing that we're doing is not on wafer paper. It's on sugar paper, okay? There's a difference. Wafer paper is very light. It crinkles. It's a cheaper option as well, but we are doing this on proper thick sugar paper. So I'm just going to show you some examples. So some of the designs you can choose to have as strips. You can have oblongs, you can have a full circle cake, you can have cupcake toppers. So I just want to show you a few of these. This is one of the Easter designs. And I'm just going to flick it up for you so you can see how thick that is. Okay.
So it's actually an icing sheet.
Oh, it's absolutely an icing sheet, yeah. So, I mean, it's quality. You're going to pay a little bit more for it, but this is not paper. This is sugar, okay? So that's a happy Easter. How many designs is there, Maria?
Well, I think at least almost 800.
Yeah, I know it's done you already, hasn't it? I said to Maria, can you put this product on the website for Maria?
Don't you ever say no?
I didn't know that.
She wants her wages every month. Then we've got this one. Now there's lots of ones where you can include your message. This is just an example of a design, but there's lots of ones where you can upload your photograph, okay? And this is one of those where you can upload your photograph. And again, this is for a cake. What size cake is this oblong cake?
I think it's 10 by 8.
Yeah. There we go. So do we like those? So this isn't all the designs, but I just want you to have a look. We've got we do the cupcake toppers. So we just printed these off, and these are, so cupcake toppers. So they're really nice and thick. They're just not light paper, and they actually taste all right as well. Okay, so you get those in 12 cupcake toppers. There's loads of variants. You can have this made as a whole cake one. We've got the film strips. So I think in the film strips you can upload your pictures, can't you, Maria?
Yes.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can they do 5 pictures, or is it all the same? It's 1. Okay, we'll double check that one tomorrow, whether you can put 5 pictures in or 1. If it's only 1 at the moment, we'll see if we can put a few more in. Okay, I think the only thing is, I've got that upside down. I think the only thing is you won't be able to choose what order. Then we've got these are great. These are wood bark. Love these. What do you think of them? You see, look, these are how they peel off. We're getting any response, Laura? Are you with us?
Yeah,
Yeah?
there's just lots of hellos and highs going on at the moment. Good evenings.
So we got the wood bark. I like this one. I love this one. How pretty is this? Are we there? Am I in the right place?
Yes, yeah.
And again, that's a strip to go around the cake. So you can put these around. You can put these around a round cake, or you can put them around a square cake. But obviously, if it's square cake, you can only do 3 sides. And so I just thought I'd show you. This is some of the round ones. So again, they're lovely. They're nice and thick. Pop them back on there. Oh, it won't go back on there once I peeled it up. And then we've got some licensed products as well. So let me talk about licensed products. When it's a licensed product, it means that we have to. Are we over to you, Laura?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when it's a licensed product, it means that we have to pay a portion of the money to the company who owns the license. So the company that we actually buy these downloads off, they bought the license, and then we have to pay them for every one that we actually use. So, and this is another licensed product, the Superman one. Is it Superman?
Yeah.
Right. I never watched that.
It's not Spider-Man.
It's not Spider-Man. It's Superman,
No, it's
isn't it?
It's Superman, yeah.
Yeah, so that one as well. So let me just tell you the ones that we can't do, okay? Because loads of you have been messaging me to ask me to do fortnight cakes. There's no license for fortnight cakes. Us as a company cannot risk it printing off fortnight cakes or anything that requires a license that we don't have a license for. Now, you might find Mary Jane down the road is popping these out from her home address, but you know what? She wants to take the chance of being fined for using them. That's up to her. Us as a company, we can't, okay? We have to go by the rules, and it means buying a license. And at the moment, there's no licenses out for fortnight cakes. There's no licenses out for football strips or emblems or anything like that. So we can't offer that as a service, and I'm sorry about that, but can you imagine if we printed that just for a lady, and then she wrote on our board or on our Facebook page, thanks very much, Carol, for printing this for me. I'm going to have that football team straight on my case suing me for fun. So anything that is a licensed product, companies cannot print them. I'm not asking you to go to the people who are working businesses from their home. I'm not asking you to do that, but be very careful if you're buying them. That person could get themselves into a lot of trouble, okay? So I just thought I'd clear that one up first, because we've had lots of emails about that. So then the last thing that I need to tell you about, so that's all those goodies. Did you like those? Yes,
Yeah,
Laura?
yeah.
Okay. And then the last thing I need to tell you is I'm a bit late getting these on the website. And these are the Amy Sweet stamps. They're the new embossers, and they're for the St. Patrick's Day. So they've got loads of little things in for St. Pat's Day. They're absolutely lovely to put on the cupcakes. I will get them on the website before midnight tonight. So anybody who wants to use these for their St. Pat's Day cupcakes, they will be on the website for tonight. I'm not going to get them all out, but I will have them on. And because I'm late, I'll probably put a little special offer on as well. Okay? So sorry about that. I've just had a crazy weekend. I've just not had a chance to get them on. So, how's our audience growing, Laura?
Very well. There's,
Okay.
Lots of familiar names and new people joining us today. So hello to anyone who's joined us. There's just a couple of a query about, are the products available to the public? Yes, absolutely. So our website is sugarandcrumbs.co.uk. All of the photo cake items can be found under the photo cake brand. There's lots of options to go across, and you can choose your personalised items or the images that Carol's been through tonight. So have a look on there, and then anything from tonight that Kim and Gwen are using will be on the Facebook Live wish list.
This, aren't you?
I am.
It's going to be one of those nights.
I'm rolling out my icing with it.
The reason I brought this up again is Laura and Maria got filthy minds.
Absolutely.
And they cannot
Must be
stop
their
laughing
age.
behind
Must
the
be their
camera.
age, yes.
And we're being very innocent about this, aren't we?
I mean,
Okay.
I'm half 90, you're half 100. You're
I've passed
So
it.
it must
I've
be there,
animation.
Gotta be there. Anyhow, they can't stop giggling, so I'm going to embarrass them some more. So go on, Laura, finish off.
So, anyway, for anyone who has just joined us, you haven't missed much. We've just run through a couple of new products that we've got on the Sugar and Crumbs website, and just an explanation about photo cake. But if you do miss any of the Facebook Live for this evening, you can always watch it back on the Facebook page once we're finished, and then it will also go across to YouTube as well. And you'll see Maria hovering around over everyone's shoulder later on, and she'll create the fantastic 1-minute videos that also go over to YouTube as well.
Fantastic, Laura. Well done, you finally got there.
Even through the giggles.
Okay, and the last thing I do want to mention, thank you for joining me on my silent auction. It was a massive success, and I have to say it took me all day yesterday to sort the bids out, and poor Kim had to sit with me while I was doing them all. And then we had tea together last night, and then I was emailing people their winning bids last night up until 11:30. Nearly everything that's gone, I think there's about 3 items that have not gone. I have posted the full list on and who won them. I haven't put the price on that they won, but they did win. There's the pink bag. I've got 2 ladies fighting over that, but I think we now have a winner now. Well, in fact, I know that we have a winner for that now. But as I say, there's about 3 items left still available. If they don't go, don't worry. I am having a massive clear out in this house, so I think next month I will do another one and get rid of some more stuff. It's a good way of getting rid of things, and it certainly helps. So I really do appreciate everything, and it was so nice to receive all the emails, even of the ladies who didn't win. Nearly everyone responded to say it was a good night, it was good fun, and they were really pleased that they joined in and participated. So good luck next time. Okay, so Kim, should we show them what you're making?
Well, I'm going to start covering a board. I'm
right.
doing something that Carol really likes.
Yes. So last time Kim was here, no, it wasn't last time, it was the very first time you came here.
Yes.
Kim did a marbled board.
Which happened
And-
by accident.
Yes, it was by
We
accident.
had some bits and pieces left
It was
over.
the only sugar paste we had left, wasn't
Yes,
it?
and I said to Kim, I don't want to throw this out, let's do something about it. And Kim said, yes, let me do something. And she rolled it out into this beautiful marble effect, and it just from there.
And that marbly effect board has had nearly every one of my cakes sat on it until at the end, just before Christmas, I actually had to throw it away. So when she was here, I went, Kim, please make me a board. So she's going to do a marbled board now. She's going to show you what she's using tonight. She's going to use the DK applicator. She's going to use the Kerry Griffiths mould, the Karen Davies mould. Gwen is going to talk about the DK applicator, and that'll be a little serious moment because we just want to talk to you about a few things there. And then we're going to go back, and if we've got enough time, Kim's going to do another board just to remind you how they're done, because once you do these, they're fabulous. So I am going to get out the way and I will go and sit over there. So see you soon.
Perfect.
And Laura can shout out all her hellos and stuff. Just 1 second. Great. You shout out hello, Laura?
Yeah, you want me to shout out? We've got so many people now talking about the rolling pin. So
I think what they're talking about.
well, I'm just going to swiftly move on. But Rob Allen said you can hear them sniggering. You can hear me and Maria sniggering. For anyone who's got any questions about the photo cake, just jump onto the website. You'll see all the different options there. And for any of the personalised ones, you'll see the area where you can upload a picture. So it's very straightforward. And if you've got any questions, just give us a call at the office and we'll try and help you out, basically. So hi, good evening to Kat Riley, Rob Allen, Kaz Gibson, John and Leslie Walter, Maloney Grant, hello, Patricia Jones, Sandra Webber, Tina Pine, Julie Crompton, Richard Crompton, Sue Merry. So lots of familiar names there. And anyone who's new, introduce yourself, say hello. Donna Ryan from the US. Lots of hellos to Gwen as well.
Hello.
So we've
I'll
got...
do some shout outs in a minute.
Here we go.
I'll do some shout outs. Well, this is my sister-in-law and my brother and my other half, Dennis.
Hello, Dennis.
Hi,
We like Dennis.
Dennis and Ejo. Thanks for watching.
We like
Okay.
Dennis.
So, like I say, always, if you've got any questions that are relevant to tonight's live, do pop them in the comments and we'll try and get through them. But the feed does move very, very quickly. So if we miss anything, we'll try and get round to it once the live's finished, probably tomorrow.
Super. Well done, Laura.
Perfect.
Have you composed yourself
Just
now?
about, yeah.
Tell you.
Oh, that's because I have started using rolling
I
pins.
didn't quite get what they were going on about, did you? Us three are there looking blank.
We're so naive.
Anyhow. I love Gwen says, well, you're half of 100. Thanks.
I'm half
I've just
90.
turned 57. Well, you're half of 100, aren't you, Carol? You won't know. Kim's over half
You
100.
didn't turn 57.
57 last week I turned.
I thought you were only 51.
No, 57.
We were just talking about it today. We thought you were 50, Carol.
No,
you look
57.
50. Well,
You
look
could have
50.
said you thought I looked 40, yeah.
Oh,
That'd have been
sorry,
better.
but it's still 57, like almost 60, like serious.
Oh, go on, rub it in. Almost 60, thanks.
You're looking fantastic. If I look like that,
It would be nice to be almost 60. Thank you very much. I'm getting more and more depressed by the second.
oh come on, Kim.
Okay, sorry, Kim. We're with you now.
I
We
just
were-
hate
you were-
them.
we
I
were-
really hate them. I do.
Right, come on then, Kim.
Well,
Show
what are
us
you
your
doing?
stuff, girl.
Right, start with your base colour, the one that you want most on, and then it's just a case of adding little strips
So we've got a great audience tonight, haven't we?
Really
well
good.
done.
It's
Yeah,
the easiest
have
thing in
audience.
the world, this. It really is easy.
It's easy once you know how, Kim.
Well, yes,
That's
of
the
course.
difference.
It is, because I've got to say, I went and did one after you left and it didn't look like yours.
What can I say? No, it is easy. And it's just a case of...
Hi Dominique, thanks for watching with us. Oh, there's Henriette as well. And Victoria. Oops. Oh dear.
See, it's not
So you're
mine.
dying to get your hands on that
Sorry,
rolling
It's
pin,
not
aren't
mine.
you?
It's not mine. It's going
Amy's
together.
there.
Shake
Amy.
it.
Yeah, Amy's
Hi Amy.
No.
Julia, Tanya. Hi Tanya. Teresa from the USA. Thanks for watching with us.
Are you going to shout them all out?
Does Kim have something
Oh,
to
Kim's
say?
chatting here. She's trying to tell us.
No, you
Kim must not
carry
say
on.
anything.
I'll just do my little bit.
Kim must not say a thing.
Stay quiet.
Oh, Catalina's watching all the way from Spain.
Oh, fantastic.
Hi, Catalina.
Catalina's
and
come.
Veronica from Italy. Yay!
If anyone doesn't know Catalina, she is going to be here on the 2nd of April, so we're really looking forward to her
Oh, that's for
being in
sure.
the kitchen. That's great. Right then, come on, Kim, tell us all about it.
Well,
So what have you done so far? Because you haven't told us.
I've tried, and then
I know you
got
tried.
interrupted.
Somebody was shouting out names.
Yeah.
So just stop what you're doing and tell us
Right. You make a big sausage.
Yeah, that's what we like. We love those long rolly things, don't we? What if you could make one nice and smooth like that lovely rolling pin that we've got there?
Look, you're going to get me in serious trouble, you are.
I'm being totally innocent here. It's you lot.
I've started with a big white sausage.
I like the way you roll it, nice and
What
smooth.
kind of a mood is she in tonight? Honestly.
I'm going to leave you to it. Right, I've lost my train of thought now. Behave! A nice piece of white sugar paste.
There we go.
That's going to be my base colour. And then just little rolls. I mean, the thinner you make it, obviously then the more subtle the final pattern is. And you roll it out, get it quite thin, and then you can just fold it in. Fold it that way, fold it that way, squeeze it together, and roll it out again.
I've got to be honest, I
This
think
one
I've just
doesn't really
realised where I went wrong.
Okay.
Do you know where I went wrong? And it's quite important you say that. I did 3 strips the same size, and you've done one big white strip and a narrow grey and a narrow pink.
Yeah.
Yeah, we see I didn't. I did all 3 strips the same size.
But it would just look different.
Yeah.
It's just, no, there are a lot of different ways of doing it, and each one you never really know what it's going to come
Yeah.
out like. So it's just a case of folding it and rolling, and squeezing if you can't roll.
Anyhow, anybody who comes to the Sugar and Crumbs kitchen, we always like to have a laugh in the kitchen. We all have personalities here, and I'd like to think that our crowd has have personalities as well. We have been told off by a few people that we are, for God's sake, we are to get on with it. And so thank you for that. That spoiled our banter, so shall we just shut up and say nothing anymore
Not
in
at
my own
all.
kitchen? And what else have I just been told to do? Let the demonstrators talk. So I'm not going to say another word.
Kim, what have you got to say?
I've already said
Something more about sausages?
Pressure's on now, Kim.
Because we're not talking to you.
it. Right. You just carry on doing the same until you're happy with how you think it's going to look. I mean, that does look quite nice, and so I think I'll leave it at that and then just roll it out. So,
I suppose that's the nice thing about it, is that it's going to be different every time. You
You
are going
never-
to get different effects.
yeah,
It's
you
never going to be
ever
the
know.
same.
You never ever know. So, escapes. And when you roll it out, the pattern
Does
widens.
it changes again, I suppose.
Oh yeah. And both sides are different. So
Ah.
they once you've not sticking very well. Once you've rolled it out, you decide then which side you want it to be.
And I love those colours as well. I did ask Kim today what colours, well, Kim asked me what colours today, and I said, oh, can we do pink, white and grey?
Oh yeah, it's
fabulous.
gorgeous.
It is nice. I just hope I've done enough to cover the board. Might be a smaller board at this rate.
Well,
No,
a few people love our banter.
Yes.
Yes, so we can start talking again now.
I think, do you know what?
Please,
I think we're okay. It's cake, it's fun,
There you are,
it's
keep
harmless.
going, ladies, it's more funny.
Just joking.
You're too right, Sharon, life is too short.
See, that's one side,
Okay.
and if we turn it over,
Ah, wow.
Wow.
That's very
it is
different.
completely different.
Yeah.
So
That's amazing, that, because it's great. You can just choose whichever
Yeah.
side you want for your board, isn't
never
it?
just look at one side. Always check both
Check it.
sides and then decide which you like best.
Absolutely
it's
lovely.
so pretty. So the bag that
Do you wanna
is
just-
that Kim's using is it's just a cornflower pouch, which is on the Sugar and Crumbs website. So it's just a little bit of cornflower, just to stop it sticking to the board or to the rolling pin, and then once you've got a little light dusting, that's all you need.
With this rolling pin, you can actually smooth out as well.
As well as what?
Rather than just roll.
As roll.
Roll.
So it does, it can smooth it. You can smooth and stretch.
It's lovely. It's really,
I love those colours.
yeah, so do I. When you've done that, stretched it over, just flip it over again so we can see the other side.
Yeah.
Look at that, it's just different again, isn't it? I don't know which side I like the
I
better.
know, I don't.
Yeah.
And I can't decide which side I'm going to use.
Teresa Toomer from the USA is asking, where did you get that rolling pin?
The nice smooth one that
That
handles very
nice,
nicely.
beautiful, smooth one, yes. It's on the Sugar and Crumbs website, Teresa, but it might be a bit expensive for you from the
Yeah,
USA.
unfortunately, I mean, Donna Ryan's watching tonight, for example, and we do ship things overseas. What you do need to do is actually email us with a list of the actual products that you're interested in purchasing. We then have to basically put them into a box, weigh it,
It's not
put the
quite
box
big enough, but
dimensions
it's all stretched
together,
once I've got it on.
and then we can obtain a quote for the shipping, because everything is based on weight and dimensions. So unfortunately, we can't even give you a rough estimate. It's very difficult for us. And obviously we don't want to give you a quote and then it'd be very different. It's a bit misleading. So if you are interested in any of the products and you are overseas, just drop us an email at info.sugarandcrumbs@icloud.com and we'll certainly help you.
Fantastic.
We've got people from South Africa and Italy watching. Hi, Marseille.
Fantastic.
Hi, Dora.
So if it's not big enough, you can still stretch it out.
That's a nice thing with that, isn't it? Because
Yeah.
look, you're not even losing any of the pattern
No.
whatsoever.
Oh no, you don't.
So it's a good tip.
Yeah.
It's so pretty.
Now, if Kim gets time again tonight, because I've asked her to do two, so once she's done her demo, she's just doing this as a favour because I loved it when she was here in the kitchen once before, and I've asked her would she do it, and she's actually done it on her dem cake tonight. Once we've done the dem, we will see if we can do. We've got time for another one in the other colours, just so that Kim can actually explain to you how it was done. So we've got a fabulous audience tonight, over 390 people on.
Oh, brilliant. There you go. You
There
just
we go.
smooth it, out to the edges. And
And then do you want to show the customers this way?
yeah, oh, just a bit. Not cut this bit off.
To be fair, with that board, you don't even have to put a ribbon on that
No.
board,
No,
actually.
you don't.
You
No,
picked the
that's
right
true.
board for that one, Kim.
Yeah. Well, I saw the pink board and I knew I was putting pink on, so.
Perfect.
Fantastic.
There you go.
How pretty
drop
is
it
that?
down into
Just
the
drop it
centre
down.
for us.
So
Let
let's
me
see the
just
thumbs up.
tip
Let's
that.
just see. Let me flick that up there.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
wow.
Wow. Look how lovely that is. How easy and how effective.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
I mean, it was beautiful on a cake, and it looks fabulous on a board.
So feel free to give us some love hearts, likes if you like that. If you want to see another one, we'll be doing it at the end of the session. So we've got plenty of different colour sugar paste with us tonight. So Kim said that she will try and do another one at the end, providing we have time.
Yeah.
Pardon? Yes, in a minute. In a minute.
Is there a particular brand of sugar paste that you've used there, or is it a complete mixture?
It is a mixture. The white was Karen Davis.
Yeah. And the other one is a new sugar paste that we're trying, and it's from Ireland. And there's 2 pinks that you've been using, isn't there? We don't stock either of them. We were just trialling them to see whether we're going to stock them or not. And one of them is, can't remember the names actually. Just one second, what's on the name of that box there?
Supreme Silk.
From which company?
Supreme Silk.
It's the
Oh no, Select Ireland.
Yes.
Oh yes,
Select Ireland.
that's right. So we're using baby pink from Select Ireland,
the other
which is based in Ireland, and we're using another sugar paste as well, which Amy Coyle would be very pleased about because it's her parents' sugar paste, which is a very firm sugar paste.
Yes,
yeah. Super paste, that's it.
the one.
Yeah. Right then, so good. So what we're going to do now is we're actually going to bring out the cake that Kim's going to work on tonight, and then we're just going to talk about the dragéekíss for a few minutes. I'm just going to let Gwen introduce. So if Kim gets the cake out, and then you can see here that this is the middle tier, Kim?
It is the middle tier.
The middle tier.
Yeah.
We have got the bottom tier. We're going to put it all together for you afterwards. But you'll see that this is where Kim has used the Kerry Griffiths continuous quilting mould, and Kim has already started using the dragéekíss with the silver pearls. And what I want to do now is just hand over to Gwen, because Gwen wants to give you some information, and that's what we're here for tonight, about how the dragéekíss works, and we're also going to talk about something else.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Ready?
Carol,
Do you
thank
want
you
to
for
move
this.
over there?
Yes, I'm going to stand here next to Kim. Thank you so much for the opportunity. I won't take too much of your time, but yes, I did ask for this opportunity. Because you've got a fabulous audience. You've got an audience that's supported us and followed us through this whole journey from when the tool came onto the market until now. There's some of you that don't know the whole story, so I'll just quickly go back to the beginning. 2014, I think it was, when my niece in South Africa, Angelique Meyer, asked me to help her to bring her invention to the market, a pearl applicator. She did a very good job. She registered the South African patent and did a couple of prototypes, but then didn't know how to bring it to market. Handed it over to me like an adoption. I adopted it very, very happily and accepted the challenge. My partner and myself sold an investment property that we thought would be our pension one day, to actually put that money into this and to bring it to the market for the cake world. We all got very excited and launched in 2017 at Cake International. No, it was before that, at Tart and Trends in the Netherlands, that we first sold the first version of the dragéekíss. We had to develop it a little bit and work a little bit more on it. There were some teething problems. And successfully now have the product on the market and have been selling fairly well for a startup company. Carol and John has been very, very supportive from the start, as has some of the other stockists in the world, Marissa in the USA and Dominique in the Netherlands. And I thank them all for their support.
It was a fantastic bit of kit.
Oh, thank you so much. Then in 2018, in December, just before Christmas, it was brought to my attention that a counterfeit had hit the market, and the news really broke my heart and touched me in a way that I didn't expect it to touch me. Everyone warned me and said, you know that there will be a copy one day, and being the pragmatic person that I am, I always said, well, when that happens, I'll deal with it in the way that I have to deal with it. We all have to deal with these things, but I actually cannot put it into words how much it touched me. So there's a couple of people that's been supporting me through this, and I would like to quickly thank them. My mum, Dennis, Kim on the sidelines, Annelies in the Netherlands, and then there's some other people that I can't remember now.
Excuse me, there's one sitting right in front of you.
Well, I really thank you for being so supportive, Carol. You have been so, because of course those of you that's been following Carol knows that she's been having this massive problem with the copy Russian nozzles, or the nifty nozzles. And it's not something you can explain to someone else, how you feel violated, and just the constant worry about your investment and your blood and tears that went into this product and how to get through it. So anyway, I would like to quickly show you the real dragéekíss for those of you who have not seen it before, because it's been quite a while since we've been on the show.
I think it's since last year, isn't it? Is it early last year?
Yes, it must be. Yes. So this is what it looks like. There you go. It's patented and it's trademarked in the UK. And also now in Europe and the USA, I've lodged the applications. The packaging has been designed in such a way. Can you see this, Laura?
Yeah.
The packaging has been designed in such a way that you can actually reuse it. So you pull it to the side and you just open it like that. Don't take scissors and cut it open when you buy it. Put it to the side. There's a little note on the back that you should please watch a little video on YouTube of how to use the product. It looks like a simple product, but there is a couple of techniques that if you don't know about them, you will get frustrated, or you will think that it doesn't work, or you'll think that it's a broken one, or something like that. But there is a technique to it, so there's a little note on the back that guides you to a video that you need to watch to know how to work it. So then open your dragéekíss, take your packaging out. Inside there will be a little funnel. So inside the packaging, you'll get a little funnel. The funnel is my invention. It's not just Angelique that can invent things. You can push your funnel like that, and then it becomes a real funnel for you to be able to put your poles inside. So the little dragéekíss, I can see that Kim is actually almost ready now with her next step.
Kim's
fine.
We're waiting for you now.
Okay.
All she's doing is playing with the sugar paste.
Okay, I just don't want it to dry out. So the dragéekíss actually has been designed in such a way that you can take it apart, so that if anything becomes lodged inside, that you can actually unlodge it and clean it out. The nozzle can come off, so that you can clean that nicely as well. My nails are not long enough to take that off at the moment, but it can come off. The plunger, this part of it, can actually open, and the plunger can come out, so that you can take the spring out. The whole product has been made from food grade plastic. But the spring is made from a food grade plastic as well. It wouldn't rust, but we do suggest that you take this out, and if you put this in the dishwasher, just put these parts in the dishwasher. Then you can put it back together again. And for those of you who have bought a little dragéekíss and it might be a bit tight when you push it forward like that, it feels like it gets stuck at the front. I've recently been told by the factory here in the UK where we manufacture that it's because of the food grade plastic that we use. When you use a cheap plastic, it slides very easily because it's a cheap product, but this is made from a food grade plastic, and it does feel like the two plastics actually grab each other and it gets stuck at the front. To fix that, we ask that you take the plunger out, take a little bit of Trex, just rub the Trex on the front and put your plunger back, and it will glide very smoothly. So that's really
so easy, isn't it?
It is so
Can't
easy.
get any more difficult.
No,
It's only like what's it called, Laura?
WD-40.
WD-40.
Yes, yes. But, and there's actually, did you know that there's a WD-40 that's food grade?
No, I didn't know
Yes,
that.
there is a food
Really?
grade. Yes, because there's machinery, like,
Of course.
you know, in
Yeah.
a factory where you make
Yeah.
food, you need to
Productions.
lubricate those machines
Yeah.
as well. So there's a food grade one.
Yeah.
And I recently found that, and that's what I use. But you girls can use Trex or a little bit of olive oil or whatever you want
Yes.
to use. So there's a very important part of this this tool that our industrial designer James Lamb actually built into the design, which makes it possible for just one ball at a time to come through. And it's the little, I refer to it as the spoon. I don't know if you can see that, Laura. Do I need to bring it closer?
Okay.
There's a little thing there that actually, if you leave the plunger to the back, it's flat.
Mm-hmm.
But if you press it, it comes down. Can you see that, Carol?
I can't see with my glasses
Can you
on when
see
my
that,
glasses
Laura?
off.
It's quite hard for us to see, only
Should I go
because...
to one of the other cameras?
No, I've
or-
got it now.
Yeah. So when I push forward, that little spoon
Yes,
comes
you can
down.
see that.
When I go back, it's up again.
Right.
So that means that one ball at a time goes into the nozzle because of that spoon making it possible for it to go in. And the reason why I'm making such a focus on that is because I will come to the counterfeit in a minute, and it doesn't have that. And that's why the counterfeits don't
Right.
work. So that's the dragéekíss, the DK, the pearl applicator. And now we will go to the counterfeit. So what the counterfeit, the manufacturers have done, it's actually a factory in China. I know exactly which factory it is. There's nothing I can do about it because they don't regard our trademarks as powerful enough to stop them. And so these are the two tools When you look at the front here, they've made one exactly the size as ours. So in other words, that can handle 4mm and 5mm pearls. The design is almost exactly the same, if I put that one down. Almost exactly the same, and so through the design right, we should also be able to stop them.
Yeah.
We'll still see if that will work, but anyway. They have cut so many corners, I can't even start to tell you. So they've made two versions. They've made one for 4 and one for 6, and I'll talk a little bit more about this one in a minute. You can't actually take the hopper off, so if there's a blockage inside, you can't sort that out. They've left out the spoon completely. Can you see that, Laura?
Yeah.
The spoon is not...
Just hold it while the camera gets
Yeah,
out.
got it.
There is no spoon. There's a little thing there, but it's not a... It can't... When you push the plunger, it doesn't actually...
No.
Okay, and then the plunger, which you should be able to take out again, so that you can clean it, or that you can put it in the dishwasher, or that you can remove any blockages. They've just forced it in. So obviously it was separate pieces. That was a separate piece. This was a separate piece, and this was a separate piece. But they forced it in. You can't actually take it out. If you take it out, it'll break. And so if there was a blockage inside, and you would try to take that out, it would break, and then you would have a broken piece of equipment. So I will put in the pearls now so that you can see how it works. So this, in my view, personally, and I've worked with many different pearls, sugar pearls, the PME ones are absolutely spot on. If someone says that I have a problem with the dragéekíss with a pearl from PME, then it's really user error, because these ones are spot on. So the 4mm ones, I'll put in. There's our little funnel. And so, on the same concept as the dragéekíss, you have to, and Kim will show you in a minute, there's that little technique about going all the way forward, all the way back, but I'll leave Kim because she's going to apply the pearls. But it's the same concept, you have to go all the way forward and all the way back. But because there's not that little spoon there to feed one ball at a time into your nozzle, you'll see that often you'll get many balls coming out at the same time.
Is she low enough for you to see?
Is it
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So this afternoon Kim and I was playing around with it, and the balls just fell out. So at the moment it's running all right.
There's no ball.
There's no balls.
No.
So a little bit of a click. So this one, as far as that is concerned, but the PME pearls are very good. They wouldn't get stuck. If you use a pearl from another brand, you will come unstuck, because they will get stuck inside, and then you can't open them and clean them out. Let's go to
But to be fairness,
had up to 3 go.
I was going to say we've been
Yeah.
using that today and it's not been using.
It's
Yeah.
Murphy's Law,
Yeah.
isn't
Yeah.
it? Sometimes they just fall out. But I'll
Yeah.
show you now what happens actually with the 4mm as well. It happens all the time with the 6. So again, I just want to prove that I'm not using a different size of ball just to show that it doesn't work. There's a 6mm from PME, and they advertise this as a 6mm tool. So there we go. Just a sec. Oh.
The saddest thing is, Gwen, is that they don't need to copy. You know, they could have come and asked you, could they manufacture your product?
Yes,
and you
with
could
a
have
license.
spoken to them and given them a
They
license.
could have still made as much money as they make on these.
Yes,
You know, they're making
Absolutely.
like pennies on these.
yes.
They could have made even more, actually.
Yeah, but they could have come and spoke to you. And this is what I don't understand with China. Why don't they approach the actual the actual designer and say, look, can we make it for you? And as long as if it's a good company that's got, you know, good
Yes.
ethics, using food safe products,
And I'm
everything
sure there
else.
are those.
Oh,
There
there
are
is loads,
those
because there's
ones.
lots of stuff being made in China. But a lot of stuff, when it's cheap and cheerful, when it's quality, it will come from a good factory.
Yeah.
When it's cheap and cheerful, you have to ask yourself, why is it cheap and cheerful?
Yeah.
Poor labour.
Yeah.
Usually children.
Usually.
Usually people working all week for less than £50 a week.
No
Usu-
regard as to what
Exactly.
resources they're using, or the air pollution they're causing,
Yeah.
or the river pollution.
Well, let's
they're
just talk
causing.
about your actual mould. So
Let
have
me
this
just show you
made.
this one quickly.
I will.
Yes, so this is the 6. And the hole they've made so big that they actually just...
They actually tip
They
straight
just-
out.
they just fall
I don't
out,
have to push them, they just come out. But the biggest thing about this one is the fact that it doesn't have that spoon. For me, this is the biggest thing. Of course,
We can
you
hear
can't take the hopper off, so you can't clean it out. So there we go.
The quality of the material is not
It's
very
bad.
good either.
And I doubt I can't prove this, but I doubt that this is food grade material, and I doubt that this is a food grade spring. So it will start rusting over time, and you will have problems.
And I will tell you what China do, and they do it with our nozzles. They do it with a lot of things. They will actually tell you it's food safe. And I've been approached by lots of companies from all over the world, not just China, and I've been discussing with a company at the moment, edible gold leaf. And I've just said, right, can I have the ingredients? I need proof that it's edible. And their exact words with me were, what would you like us to say?
No.
Yes, and that's not the first company that's done it.
Wow.
There's plenty of companies out there that will just ask you, well, what do you want us to say?
Exactly. What
Because
what
they
does
don't.
it need to
What
say?
does it need to say?
Yeah.
And this is where you need to be very careful. So I look at it that if you're buying something really as cheap as chips, you need to ask yourself, why is it cheap?
So cheap,
Okay,
yes.
and you need to tell them how much did your injection mold cost you to
Yes,
have made.
Thanks for that, Carol. When we invested in this, the development and to get it to this point and to look so sexy was about £15,000. That's when Angelique handed it over me. She had already spent in the region of £20,000. So then she handed it over to me and to develop it further and to get it right and prototypes and stuff like that. Did I say 15,000 or 15,000? Yes.
Yeah.
And then we had a choice. We could have our injection molds made in China or made in the UK. I decided for various reasons, but because I was worried that they would get copied, which didn't stop them, to have them made in the UK. I also wanted to support British industry.
Absolutely.
Because if we keep
And
on
that's one
taking...
thing that we forget here in Britain.
If
We
we keep
forget
on
to support
manufacturing,
Britain.
yes, if we keep on manufacturing in China, then who's going to have jobs in this country? So my injection molds, the actual tools that we make these with, were made in the UK. They were in the region of 45,000. I think that was without that. Anyway, 45,000 to have the injection molds made. And then we had to make our first batch to invest in that, to invest in the packaging. The packaging is made in the UK. So not even my packaging is being imported from wherever. The product sheets are made here, printed in the UK. These are printed in the UK. I invested everything that I had in the UK industry. And now I feel, I think people need to stand together, that we actually need to ask the governments to step in. Because we can't stop it. Carol has been trying for 5 years. I've only been trying for a month, 2 months and a half or something, and I'm exhausted.
It drives you nuts.
It drives you nuts, and it also takes a lot of energy, it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of money. And I just think that the governments and the
And this is why
authorities
Sugar and
need to-
Crumbs, this is why Sugar and Crumbs only supports brands. I will only support brands that I believe in is the genuine company or owner who has manufactured that brand. I genuinely believe in that it's food safe. I get certificates off them. I get everything I need to know of them, and that's where Sugar and Crumbs invests its money in those quality products. We don't buy any rubbish. We don't have any copies or anything like that.
Actually, you've admitted before that when you first started, you didn't know. But as soon as you become aware, then you need to take that decision and say, I'm not going to support that. I will rather support this. And that's what you guys have done. And I think you are one of the only ones, probably.
We do understand that people, when they're buying stuff, they don't realise.
Yes.
But it is always good to make sure that your brand awareness. And the good thing is when you're buying things, just be careful where you're buying from. You know, if you find that it's coming in a grey packet and it takes 3 weeks to arrive, well, let me tell you, you should know where it's coming from.
Absolutely, because look at the thought that went into this packaging. I was really quite conscious about the fact that I didn't want this to just be another waste product that goes into the bin. I wanted people to be able to store theirs in here, and people do. Kim brought her today. Yours was in this.
Yeah, mine's in packaging.
And yes, and so this,
albeit I destroyed the first one because it got to the scissors.
Correct. These arrived in a little bubble thing in a
grey bag.
in a grey, like a grey envelope. And it's just awful. There's no thought in it. And they promised that if you buy it, there will be a funnel with it.
Yes.
No funnel came, no product sheet, nothing.
No, nothing.
So anyway, I wish them luck. I know who my clients are. I know who supports me. Thank you for that.
And there's another thing as well that we should talk about as well, and it's been done with myself as well. That not only do they copy the product, they steal images to sell their.
That makes you feel even worse.
That makes you feel sick as well, because they steal images. They steal images to
Videos.
sell their cheap, nasty product.
Yes.
They steal
pretend.
videos.
They actually not just. They're not just actually. What's the word? they're not just fooling us, not fooling, what's the word? They actually doing something to us.
Exploit
But
you.
they're not just exploiting us, but they're also fooling customers who are
Yes.
thinking that they are buying the real
genuine thing.
There's a big
But they
difference between people
but
who
they
would buy this because they want to pay £3.
Absolutely.
Or they want to buy this and pay £20.
Yeah.
There's a big difference between those two people. But the ones who are buying this one, thinking they are buying
And
this
that one.
to me, that's even the worst
Yeah.
crime of all.
Yeah, that's
There's,
bizarre.
and let me just tell you now, they steal videos. Gwen has got a video that's going around at the moment by these manufacturers that are actually using Gwen's video with her DK applicator, and then they show you a picture of the purple one. So you'll see the two colours on the video. When you're new and you don't realise, you may not notice it, but now what we want to do is make you aware so that when you see the pearl applicator, look out for the two colours. You'll see the nice purpley lilac one is the genuine one, and you'll see that is the one that's putting the pearls on the cake. Then you see a picture of the purple one that's actually not doing any work whatsoever. Okay, and this is what happens. Katie Sue has the same problem. They steal their images. Karen Davies has the same problem. They steal their images to sell copies of their products. FMM, exactly the same. So many good branded companies here in the UK. These are your fellow comrades here in the UK who are having their own products stolen. You know, and you know, you should really support them.
I think so.
Not
So-
the copies, but support the brand owners.
So thanks for that opportunity, and I will put this behind me now. I'm going to focus on the future. I'm going to do some lovely projects with some of my brand ambassadors. I've got a couple of really exciting things coming up that Carol and I are working on. And so, yes, we're looking forward to the future, and we know who our clients
And you
are.
also have stockists all over the world, don't you?
Yes.
There's a lady from Canada who is waiting for the demo excitedly. Do you have a stockist in Canada,
Yes,
Gwen?
so Chrissy Boone, I think her name is Boone, Chrissy Boone from Icing Inspirations. She's actually a distributor in Canada, and then there's a couple of smaller Sweet Avenues is one of them. And I'm sorry, I forget the others, but Sweet Avenues is one of the stockists, and then Chrissy is of course.
Fantastic. So what we're going to do now then, we're going to let Kim get on with the demo and show you how to use this fabulous tool alongside a few other products that we're using tonight.
Okay.
Thank you, Gwen.
Thank you so much.
Right, I've just rolled this out, not too thinly.
Let me just move this
I was going to
bit.
say, can I move this across a little bit? Perfect.
It's you don't roll it out too thin, and it's just a case of pressing into all the little indents.
You might just need to speak a bit louder, Kim. Kim's got such a lovely, delicate voice. She's not as loud as me and Gwen.
She's still after me doing this other demonstration.
So I'll move the microphone a bit closer to you.
Okay, pressing in all the little indents so that you get the pattern, and then pulling away all the paste that you no longer need. So I like to go around it all and then level it up and make it nice and neat afterwards. I love this mould. I really do love it.
Yeah, it's a great mould.
It is, yeah, it's fabulous.
And it's perfect. I've seen so many people use it for so many things, whether it's baby shower cakes, wedding cakes, handbags, all sorts of
Yeah,
things.
I've seen
Purses.
hearts,
Yeah.
cake toppers and elephants and all other animals, and they're just so cute.
It's great if people have been so creative with it.
Yeah, it is a lovely mould.
So thank you everyone for support. There's so many people on here supporting the real DK. A few of you have said you've seen that naughty video. Feel free to report those videos as well. Unfortunately, Facebook does nothing about it. What happens is with the videos, it's an external link. So what we have to do is work on reporting to YouTube. I've reported many videos myself and managed to get them down when they've used a clip of myself in my own videos. And I've actually advised Gwen how to do it herself for these. But we're going to get on with doing this. So, but again, thank you everyone for the support.
What you can also do is leave feedback. You can leave feedback on some of the sites that do show up. They don't all show up, but some of the sites do. So if you just leave 1-star feedback and say that they are counterfeit, then it's telling other people that they're not the real product. And just turn it over.
How pretty is that? Can we zoom in on that, Laura? How pretty is that? Do you want to pick that up, Kim, so everyone can have a closer look?
Yeah.
So lovely. It's lovely in that baby pink, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
So this is a new sugar paste that we're using tonight. This is we don't actually stock it at the moment. We're just trialing it. And this is from, I keep forgetting the name. Select.
Is it Super?
The baby pink.
It's
Super
from
Paste?
Select. We'll have to bring the sub down here. The young man who sent it me will be
Select Island.
Select Island.
Yeah,
I think that's why I can't keep saying I'm going to say it. Do you want to just turn it round to the screen? So we're using this one. Just turn it around a bit more. Yeah, that's it. Good.
Okay.
Super. So we're just trialing this one tonight, and this is the one that we're
Beautiful
actually
colour.
using in our mould. Yeah, lovely colour.
Right, now
So I'm not quite sure whether we're going to sell it. We're going to sell it, but we're going to give it a good go. We're trialing it on a few things. So do you want us to bring the cake back to you, Kim?
No, it's okay. I'm just working out which way I'm going to cut it. Fingers crossed.
So this is the Kerry Griffiths Continuous Quilting Mould.
It is.
It's by the Katie Sue range. So if you are interested in purchasing this particular one, just jump onto the Sugar and Crumbs website. You can shop under brand, which is Katie Sue, or all the items that Kim's going to be using tonight will be in the Facebook Live wish list. So if you go across the headings at the top of the website, right across to the right hand side, Facebook Live wish list, drop down to this month and you'll see Kim's name, and then all of the items that Kim's using this evening will be in there.
Yeah, that's right. I need a little water.
There it is.
Oh, sorry. So it is. Thank you.
So we do stock a lot of different sugar paste brands, and people just tend to have a favourite that they get used to. So with the moulds, the Katie Sue mould in particular, any sugar paste that's either got a little bit of Tyler or CMC in it, so the Karen Davis one is fantastic, Sugar Paste Direct we sell Masticino. There's no particular brand in particular that we recommend because, like I say, people just get used to a favourite. And it is also dependent on budget as well. So, you know, we don't recommend one in particular over another. It is just a case of trialling things. And like I say, if there is a brand you like Renshaw, for example, then just add a little bit of Tyler or CMC into it just to toughen it up a little bit so it's not as soft. And it should work absolutely fine in the moulds.
This is lovely the way it just slots in.
Can we see that? How can we
Can
get
you
to
see
see
that?
that?
I can see
Lovely.
it.
Do you want me to move this camera around? Or can you
I
see?
know I can see here. It's
Right,
fine. Yeah.
perfect.
Is that all right?
Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
So it's called a continuous quilting mould because, as you can see there, Kim has just slotted it right in.
I'll come back to that in a sec.
It's like everything when you go live, and it's also a little
This
bit
is
more
a little bit
difficult for everyone. Is that you're going live with it, and you're in front of everybody, and it's just like, oh my gosh.
Right.
So just give us a few minutes now.
It doesn't quite fit, so what you can do, normally I would push both sides together, but because the other side's already been done, then it's just a case of easing this one across.
Yeah.
And because it's soft, it's squishing a little bit, but it'll we can make that right. Let's have a look at this end.
So yeah, this can go straight onto a crumb coated cake. This is, you know, it's made with sugar paste, so
yeah.
that's all we've used. So as long as the crumb coat isn't dried or crusted over, it does need something to adhere to, and the sugar paste does need something to adhere to. So just bear that in mind.
If you do squish it, then you can just use a little tool and
Yeah.
do it again, which I don't have on hand at the moment. What have we got
What do you need, Kim?
Just a little tool that I can.
Oh, you need a little
like
dressing
saying,
tool.
Yeah, that'll do.
Is there any in there? Any in there, Maria? Or do I need to come around and get one? Let me just see. I think I've got a dressing tool further up here. Just one second.
Oh, dressing.
Yes, there it is. There you go. Oh, well done. Look at that. Gwen put her hands on one straight away.
Wow. Thank you.
Just give it a wipe though, because we was using it before.
Yeah.
Just make sure.
So
it's clean.
if you look at the other pattern, you can see that is perfect.
Yeah.
And the one I've just put on.
So yeah, there are two different sizes of the continuous quilting mold. So there's the mini one as well, and it is considerably smaller in terms of the pattern and the size. But they both work, you know, it's in exactly the same way in the fact that they're continuous, same design. It's just a mini version. I don't think we've got one with us to show in comparison, like someone's asked. Unfortunately,
I
I do
try and get in
like
the
that
cupboard in a
small
minute.
one. I've never tried it, but I bet that looks nice on it. I know it's a cupcake one, isn't it?
it is more specifically
and I know
for
it looks-
cupcakes or
I should
smaller
imagine
designs.
It looks really nice on a cake as well, actually.
Yeah, I mean, it obviously depends what you're doing with it. And if it's only just one particular part of decoration on there, one element, then, you know, of course, you know, it can be used on any size cake. But I think the demonstrations that Kerry did for us were for, he did it in cupcake toppers.
Yeah. Well, that's a little better.
Fantastic.
There you go. That joint's not perfect because I can't stretch that one over to it, but
Fantastic. Absolutely lovely.
it's fabulous. It really
Yeah.
is fabulous.
So-
Right, now to the nitty gritty.
Well, they're all waiting for you to show them how to use it, Kim. So Kim is left-handed. I think Maria's going to set up a camera, aren't you, Maria?
Yeah.
So that we can just hold on 1 second. So while Kim gets herself set up, we just need to organise this camera. We didn't put it up before because we had to stand in front of the cameras and do an introduction, and Gwen needed to get on and say a few things. We just wanted to make sure that Laura had a good view and we could then work out where we was going to put the camera. So if you just hold on 1 moment. Somebody says, can we see the view from the selfie stick? So the selfie stick is that is Maria. Maria does her own filming so that she can make one minute little videos, okay? So that's what she's actually doing. But what we've now done we've now just set up the other camera. Is it ready to go? Yep, super. So hopefully we should get nice close-up shots here.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you just want to show them what you have to do. So once you've got the mat on, once you've got all this on, what do you have to do next?
Well, you don't actually, with this, you don't need to do the indent because there's already a little
Quite a
indent
deep
there.
indent, isn't it?
But I prefer to indent, and if you're doing another mat or another pattern, then you'll need that. It's just a tiny little indentation, and it just helps the pearl to sit inside.
Our viewers are very eager. The large quilting mould has just sold out.
Oh,
Can you believe our viewers?
Well, thankfully, I have some spare that I have
do
just
have some
updated the
more
website
stock,
with.
so bear with us. You're all far too eager.
Yeah. Don't worry.
I'm not surprised. I mean, it is a wonderful.
Yeah.
It is a wonderful.
Don't worry.
piece.
I have actually just updated the stock because I have ordered more stock, and I've actually just realised, as Laura said, I haven't put any more stock in. So that I've just put that one in, and the mini one I'm going to try and get in my cupboard afterwards to see if I can find that one for you.
There you go. All the
Super.
indents have been done, and then all you need to do is put a tiny amount of water.
And why do we put the water in, Kim?
It just helps. It helps the pearl adhere to the icing. Gwen doesn't. She has a reason. I mean, she's better at telling you why.
The sugar in the sugar paste
Yeah,
and
that's
the
it.
sugar in the pearl actually melts a little bit and then it sticks together. Whereas if you don't put that little drop of water, then they actually just pop out.
Yeah.
As the sugar paste gets dry and shrinks, then the balls just fall out. as I explained before, you've done some before years ago, and just because of that little drop of water, they still stick.
It's brilliant.
You don't need to use edible glue. People think that you need edible glue, and you don't. If you use edible glue on pearlized sugar pearls,
it takes it all off, doesn't it?
Yeah, especially the metallic one.
That's the one, metallic. And then it's just a case of points.
All the way forward, all the way back.
So really, as fast as you can do this, that's
well, let's see how you can get around this cake. So what is it? 12 minutes?
No pressure.
12 minutes past 9. Come on, Kim. They've been waiting for this.
Go for it.
Get a move on. We're being told here by everyone to get a move on. Stop doing that. Just get on it.
I'm doing all sorts tonight.
Poor Kim.
There's no pressure here at all.
Oh no.
It is. This bit is.
So you may lose the odd pearl now and again. Don't ever worry about that. If you think about the time of picking up a pearl with a set of tweezers from the glass bowl, or from your bowl, trying to get it to the cake and pushing it onto the mould, what will happen is you'll also get little pointy bits from the tweezers as well. This way means that you can continually keep putting pearls in, and yes, you'll lose one or two. Just pick them up, put them back in the hopper, providing they don't fall on the floor.
You can ask my husband how it used to be at our house before I started using this.
I'm sure there's plenty of people on here who would tell you they hated putting pearls on cakes until this little
well, he certainly hated me doing it.
Yeah.
Because he always came in the kitchen with no shoes on. And then always found the pearls. It's like if you drop a needle.
Yeah.
It's like Lego.
Your husband, he's always the one to find it. He's always the one to stand on it and find it.
Is there any chance that we can do this?
Yeah.
Super.
No problem.
So we've got a good view here.
Forward, back, forward, back.
So effective as well. Really, really simple, but really effective.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to put water in these now. I love it.
And the other moulds that we're going to use tonight, we're going to use the new Karen Davies ruffle mould. There's 3 tiers to this cake that Kim's going to put together. She's already started on on the base. She's going to bring them over together and sit them all on top of each other. So we just wanted to show you the DK applicator on this one. And what we will do is, in a few minutes, so that you don't have to watch it all, I will actually sit here and put the rest of the pearls on so that Kim can show you the other mould that she's going to use. Will that help out?
Yeah,
so do you want to just show a few more? Does everybody get it on how to use it?
Fabulous.
Quick, easy.
So let's just give everybody a few minutes. Let's give everybody. Takes 30 seconds for us to get a response. 30 seconds for them to hear me.
Okay.
And then 30 seconds for me to get their response back.
Okay. You can actually feel when the pearl doesn't go through, when the pearl doesn't connect. And you can feel when you've got a large pearl in there, it feels like you're giving birth.
That's such a good way of explaining it.
I wish I'd only given birth to a pearl.
There's a pressure. You can actually feel the pressure as it's trying to squeeze it through and it doesn't want to go.
Yeah.
And this is what the other thing as well. Lynn Burgess has just come up. I have bad hands, and the DK makes it so much easier for us. But you have arthritis in your hands as well. Really, do you want to just show them? Sorry to show them your hands, but you did stick them up there.
Yeah. Do this. And go further.
Oh, do you want to do it on do it on this camera.
There we go.
No, but Kim will tell you.
I can't make a fist.
Yeah, but Kim will tell you. I know we're getting you to show you, but Kim will tell you the reason Kim became an ambassador for this product. She met Gwen many years ago, and Kim actually approached us originally. My husband met Kim before we even knew about Gwen, and Kim came over and had a good chat with John and said to John, "You must come over and see this new product that's coming out, John." And John said, "I'll get my wife to come over," and that's how we all met. And I don't think I met Gwen
No, I was
then.
not at the stand. You met Angelique.
Yeah, Angelique, that's right. Yes.
Yes, I did. I did accost your husband. I must admit.
Yeah. And Kim will tell you herself that she suffers with arthritis and how much it's made it easier for her as well.
Yes, and you mentioned
lots of people
previously
have.
that the dragéekíss actually gets produced and manufactured with quite a nice strong spring, because we felt that it made it feel more like a more quality product. But for those of you that have perhaps a repetitive strain injury or arthritis, if you need a softer spring, just contact Carol. Carol will send me an email and I'll shoot you off a softer spring. We have a softer spring that makes it easier for you guys.
Yeah.
No.
Looking for
But
that?
to be fair, the harder spring's absolutely fine. It just needs easing in, really.
If you look, that ball is slightly bigger, and that's why
it got stuck.
That's why they weren't coming out straight away. But there you go.
There you go. How pretty is that, guys?
Quick, easy, and
Precise.
yeah,
And precise.
yeah,
Good.
It's just so pretty.
Absolutely. Right, well, I'll carry on that for you
Okay.
to finish it off. Oh, Gwen's going to do it.
No,
Great.
not tonight, tomorrow.
Yeah. So Gwen's going to finish it off. Are you going to finish this off at the other end of the kitchen?
Actually, do you want to? It's because we want to finish it up tonight.
Yes,
Okay, that's
absolutely,
fine.
yeah.
I'll cover another one because I'm shooting some videos with Maria
Right.
tomorrow.
Okay.
So
Right,
who's,
okay.
who's doing this? Are you
Me.
going to do it?
Carol's
Yes.
doing it. She's enjoying
Right.
the
Carol likes playing with the DK
Yeah,
applicator.
keeps me occupied.
Why not?
Keeps me out of trouble. I'm in enough trouble tonight. I've been told off by a few customers. Have you noticed I've kept my mouth shut since?
You are.
Right. Anyhow,
It
next
doesn't
next
last
one.
long.
Going to pass me the water and the brush as well. I'm going to time myself how long it takes this one. We will come back to it. I'm going to leave a few pearls. So for those who've missed it, because I think Pamela Jones has just joined us. So I'm not going to do all of them. I'm just going to get hold of the bulk because I want Kim to go on to the next stage of, she's doing a 3-tier cake. So I just want her to go on the next stage of her cakes because the time is 9:20, Kim.
Wow.
Already?
Yes, already. Yes.
Wow.
So time flies.
I'm going to be using this new Karen Davies mould, which I absolutely love.
Yeah. So this Karen
I've made
Davies
the
mould
start.
was launched last Monday. So we've had 2 big product launches. Kerry Griffiths with his new mould, his new embosser mould. And do you not want to leave that there so they can watch her use it? Will it be left-handed? Or is it in the way?
No,
It's in my way.
It's in
Oh,
the way.
it's Maria's
Okay,
way.
no worries. Because she's got to apply it to the cake, hasn't she? Which way are you going to apply it to the cake?
Well, I'm going to do it on the top
Ah,
tier
right,
because
okay.
I haven't finished this. I'm just showing this.
Yeah, so do you want to show this? So, which camera are we going
You
to?
can do it on this one.
Yeah.
I'll zoom in. Yeah, if you lift it, can you lift it up?
Yeah.
Because her camera eye's here. Yeah.
Beautiful.
So this is a Karen Davies new Ruffles mould.
Ruffled Rose.
Yeah,
Ruffled Rose,
Sorry.
Ruffled Rose mould. Okay, and as you can see, Kim's done a marbled effect with it, which looks absolutely fabulous.
It's just different.
We have done a little bit of a cheat, and I will just tell you why, because we may as well, because Gwen has let the cat out of the bag. But turn it round. So we're going to leave the back bare because we want to decorate it with another mould. We want to decorate it with another mould.
So it is with the other mould. I
So you
see.
should flip the half of that as well. So you can do the other
Do the
one.
other half.
So we can do some pictures
that's
from the
that.
other side.
And I'll just get the one
So
that
what
I-
she's going to do is show you how to use the mould and decorate the top tier of the cake. And we're going to keep Gwen at the other side of the kitchen so she can keep all secrets to herself. You're as bad as me, you are, Gwen.
I started. I need a turntable. You've got one.
Turntable? Where's that turntable gone? We had a
Is that
silver
this one
one.
there? Same as mine. No, behind you. That
So-
one.
That one? Right. Right.
Thank you. So that I can actually see.
Oh, Karen's watching. Hi, Karen.
Karen from work.
Good, Karen Davis.
Oh, Karen Davis is watching. She'll be very pleased.
Love your moulds. Now I've lost my icing.
I love this. It's just so therapeutic, isn't it? Look at that. That keeps me occupied.
I've got to do it right now, haven't I?
Yeah.
I know.
And the boss is watching.
No pressure.
Yeah, Karen Davies herself is
No
watching.
pressure.
That's beautiful. That's top taking.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah, well, you're going to have to show them how
Do you
to
like
make
it,
one now.
Karen? I hope so.
You do know you're going to have to show everybody how you made that.
Yeah, well, I can explain. I just used the large one and made two and stuck them together. See, so easy. Stuck them together and put a cocktail stick in between, let it set so that it would stand up.
Fantastic.
Brilliant effect.
Yeah.
It's just, again, it's a different interpretation of using the mould.
Yeah, of course.
And the different ideas, and that's what we love. It's a brand new mould, so on its own, as it's designed, it's fantastic. And then obviously the different ideas that were on the cakes that Karen brought were amazing. When Karen extended the rose as well, the ruffled rose, that was fantastic. But the marble gives it a whole new dimension, and then
Absolutely.
to use them stood up as well
Yeah.
is a whole other idea. It's fantastic.
Well, that's
Absolutely.
it. You do have to think of new ideas and new ways of using them.
Karen has actually just put, why didn't I think of that?
Because it's my idea.
So, Kim, do you want to just show everybody the mould? This is the brand new mould that was just launched by Karen Davies last week. Okay,
It's a fabulous mould.
Yeah,
It really
it's got
is
lots
lovely.
of different sizes on it, and you can also extend the mould. Maria has already done several little videos. They're out on our website already. Okay, and you can also look at them on YouTube. If you want to buy anything tonight, you just pop over to our website page, which is sugarandcrumbs.co.uk. We do make things easier for you. When you go to the homepage of our website, go right the way along to the right-hand side, and it says Facebook Lives. Drop down, pop your mouse over Facebook Lives and drop down to the menu to this month. And in this month, then drop down to Kim. Well, it says dragéekíss, Gwen Powell, doesn't it, Maria?
Excuse me.
Does it say on the Facebook Live? Is the title
Dragéekíss.
dragéekíss? Yeah, perfect. Look at her, she looks really shocked. You were engrossed there, Maria.
I know, I
weren't
don't
you?
think Maria was even with us
Okay.
then.
No.
Totally blanked out.
Did you do that?
Excuse me.
Sorry, I was just on photos. I was in love with this
The
mold.
Yes.
That's not difficult, is it?
No.
It really isn't difficult. You get to do little leaves as well. So I need a little bit of water.
Oh, there you go. Sorry.
It's all right. I just put a little bit on my finger. And I thought I would do it slightly different. I'm not going to cover it, I'm just going to do it like this.
I love this. So if anybody can hear the strange noise who's just joined us in the background, that is me playing with the new...
Are you having fun?
I am having a great time, I love it. I'm playing with the dragéekíss pearl applicator. Kim has already showed you how to use it tonight, and I'm just finishing off the cake so that Kim can go and play with the new Ruffled Rose mould by Karen Davies, and she's just shown you how to make the roses. Did you show them how to make the roses in the mould?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And how easily they pop out, and how we're going to adhere it to the side of the cake. And then she's going to put 3 tiers together.
This will be slightly different.
So, Tina Pines just said catching the edges with gold lustre would look fab. So again,
yeah,
that's a different
of course,
idea
yeah,
again.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So the paste for the flowers is a mixture that we've used this evening. We've used a mixture of the Karen Davies sugar paste, which is obviously perfect for Karen's moulds.
My favourite.
It is, and the taste is incredible as well. Then we've also used sugar paste direct. We've used Select Island baby pink sugar paste. So we've used a mixture, but again, like we said, with Karen's moulds in particular, they are fantastic to use and so easy. Very, very little effort, no sticking, a tiny bit of corn flour in the mould and dusted out, and it's perfect.
Yeah. And I've used the colour splash
Violet.
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 Yeah.
Ah, okay.
That's a great
That's
colour.
what's used for the
Correct
marbling.
colour. Yeah.
Fantastic.
which is really, really nice. So let me see. I'll go for another leaf.
The ruffle flower that stood up is 2 back to back, Sarah. So there's two of the large ruffle roses, and they've just got a cocktail stick through them just to keep it supported inside the cake.
It wasn't completely set because I didn't have a lot of time, so it is just leaning slightly, but you would leave it set overnight.
Yeah.
If Kim gets a chance, she'll actually make one for you. As well as colour another one.
Do you know,
Well, get on with it then, hurry up. You've only got 20 minutes. I'm doing half your job here, putting your pearls on.
Is it past the watershed?
Stop talking and enjoying yourself.
Is it past the watershed? Do you know, I love coming here just to be
I
amused.
was going to say, I know, you keep coming back though, Kim, so you must like something.
I'll get her husband phoning me later.
I think I've had that part of my brain removed. I don't know. That's quite enough in there.
Oh, I just love this thing.
It's nice to know that somebody's in love.
I am.
And it's worth being in love with, isn't it? That's sorry.
I'm going to leave a little bit for you to re-show everybody again, Kim.
Oh.
Yeah. So if you've got 20 minutes now to finish off this cake, do another
Cover a
board,
board.
show everybody how to use the DK again and put the cake together. So if you just get on with it.
Right.
Have we got any questions?
Oh, no.
Everybody loves it. We're going to show you the top afterwards, Bridget. So she's going to show you actually how to make the top. That flower ruffle that's standing upright, yes, we did add a little bit of tie-low to it.
I think I'll just make this a little. I don't want too much in this one.
Are you doing a different design with this one? Sorry, are we running out of power on?
It's alright, we're sorting it.
We love just climbing all over the desk, don't we? Kim's wondering what the hell's going on here.
No, nothing surprising.
Nothing surprising anymore, does it?
And I think I'll leave that at that.
Yeah,
as soon as,
that's
I've
Let's have a
got,
look.
as soon as I've got everything else to do.
Oh, that looks nice, doesn't it?
It's just
Absolutely,
just adds a little
fantastic.
bit of detail. Yeah.
So while you've done that now then, do you want to show them how you did the top one?
Yeah.
Do you need some lollipop sticks?
Yes, just one, please.
Right, Gwen? Can you just grab those lollipop sticks? Gwen's watching the live on her phone there. She's engrossed.
How's she doing?
I've now got her on her marching orders. So again, we're going to make this. And when you see the cake all come together in a minute, after I've done all Kim's hard work here with the pearl applicator, I have to say I've done all this
Oh, it's a
cake.
good job I'm busy with my fingers.
I'll have to shut up. I'll be getting told off again for talking too much.
It is quick and easy, Sarah. It does look, obviously Kim is an expert. She has, used many moulds before and has fantastic
That's the
ideas
first.
of putting everything together. But honestly, anyone who uses a Karen Davis mould, as soon as you use one of them, you'll understand how simple and easy they really are to use. And it's any of Karen's designs. It doesn't matter what it is. They all work in exactly the same way. They really are fantastic.
And the Karen Davis sugar paste is made
spot on,
specifically
isn't it?
for
Yeah.
the moulds, yeah. And it's a fabulous sugar paste. So. She's a very talented lady.
Yeah.
Karen is, yeah, she's great.
There we go.
So it's just two of the largest ones, as you can see there. Can we just push? Or could you possibly come over to this corner of the mat
I
a
can,
bit? That's perfect.
Better?
Yes, thank you.
And I'm just going to stick them together. With a little water. And put a It's more like a lollipop.
Yeah. And like you said, you would normally leave it to dry, wouldn't you?
I would leave it to dry overnight.
Yeah.
And what I did earlier was I dried it on.
Oh, actually on the
mats
mould.
as well.
Yeah.
As well, so that it didn't squash the back as much. So.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Just so that.
He keeps its shape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Fantastic.
There you go.
Fantastic.
Fabulous. So there we go, really quick and easy. Again, like I said before, it's just a different idea of how to use the mould, you know, different interpretations. It just looks beautiful on that.
Come on, have you finished yet?
I was disrupted watching you being clever with that. So if you want to just let me finish off this little bit here a minute. I actually had to refill my tool. I needed Gwen's assistance because somebody had the pink pills next to them. That looks fantastic. Do you want to just turn that round and show everybody?
Beautiful.
So
we
we
love the marble effect.
We haven't decorated the back of the cake simply because we're going to cheat and use it for something else that we're going to work on. And then you might just be able to see, in fact, Laura, can you get that on that camera over there near Kim? Can you see the marble effect on that camera?
The board.
On the board? Can you just see it?
It's only quite a small board, but you can just see.
Might be better on this one in the zoom. Yeah, I've got it on here.
You got it?
Yeah. Yeah, just underneath.
Perfect.
Yeah, we can see that.
So what do you all think? Do give your appreciation. If you feel like you want to shove that love heart button, please do. We'd be very grateful. Just remember that everybody comes over to the Sugar and Crumbs kitchen. You know, they're giving up their time to be abused, yeah. They're giving up their time free. And do remember, we are here. We are normal here in the Sugar and Crumbs kitchen. Everything that we do for you is free. Okay, so we're showing you our products. We've got demonstrators in coming showing you how to use the products. And we do everything free of charge for you. And we just like to make it light-hearted and a bit of fun. So some of you that haven't enjoyed the light-hearted bit of fun business, I'm really sorry about that. But unfortunately, it's the way that we work and it's the way that our followers like to follow us and have a little bit of a laugh. But we do get there in the end. We do show you everything, so don't worry. So here, Kim, would you like to take this back over now?
I will, yes.
Yeah.
So,
there you go.
Nesma, it's a new mould, this one. So Nesma's saying this is one. I think this is one of the few Karen Davies moulds I'm missing, but it's brand new. That's why it was only launched by us last week with Karen when she came to do the Facebook Live. So you've not missed out for long.
the little
Put this
one.
together.
Wow.
Wow, that's looking good, isn't it? Wow, Kim, that looks
That
great.
is fantastic.
Absolutely great. Absolutely. What do we think of that, guys? How fabulous is that? So tonight we're using the brand new Karen Davies mould. It's called Ruffled Roses. Kim, can you just quickly show them the mould again?
Okay.
Karen launched 2 moulds last week. One was called Ruffled Roses and one was called Brush Embroidery. They are both amazing. Just stay there a minute. Have we got it?
Yeah.
Hold on for that. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces in that mould that you can use. Okay, it's a fabulous mould. It's on sale. We've done extremely well with sales last week. Totally unbelievable sales. Kim loved the mould. She was coming over here to use the DK applicator for Gwen. And when we were thinking of ideas last night, because they arrived yesterday, Kim said, can I use that mould? I went, absolutely. We also incorporated the Kerry Griffiths continuous quilting mould that's produced by Katie Sue Designs. That's on the website as well. And as you can see, not only has Kim not only just covered the whole of the cake with the bottom tier, she's done this nice little effect on the front and made her own unique cake topper. I like that. Everyone's going crazy. They absolutely love it. So what we're going to do now is I'm just going to get Kim just to very quickly show you again how to use the DK applicator. So I've filled it up for you there, Kim.
Thank you.
Okay, and should we get it round on that camera again? So I've just left a few, just round the back there, I've left you a few little holes.
Oh, yes.
So I've left you a few. Yeah. So don't worry about the back of the cake. We're going to use it for something else.
Yeah, don't look at the covering of that, please. So, just point and
Oops. So Gwen's now in the microwave. Are you softening the sugar paste, are you, Gwen?
I am.
Yeah.
I'm going to put it on that one because that's a hot one.
Okay. Okay. Right, just 1 minute. Just let's move it 1 second.
No, that's not. On a knife, that's why it's not.
Oh, I didn't even help you then, Kim. I could quite clearly see what was happening and I didn't even help you.
What can I say? You just can't get the staff these days. Right. This point and push.
So you can hear the microwave on in the background because Kim, when she first started us, she actually showed us how to cover a board with marbling effect.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. So what do we think, everyone? Do we love it?
Yeah, so many positive thumbs up, love hearts, absolutely fabulous cake. I love the design, absolutely stunning.
Look, there's two more here.
You missed a bit, Carol.
Can I just tell you, those bits weren't my bits. I was handed that bit. I left them for her.
Yeah, I can't get down to there. Not now I've got it on there.
We can pick the cake off, can't you?
I can do it. But I'm going to try and do it without. She says sticking a tongue out. No, it doesn't work there.
I don't think it works sideways, does it?
It's supposed to, yeah. It's supposed to.
Does it work sideways?
Yeah, it does
The
work
dragée?
sideways. Yeah, once you've got it, actually got it
In the
Yeah.
in the
applicator.
I think your problem is you've got a big piece of sugar paste right in front trying to get into an angle.
yeah.
Why don't we move the cake back a bit?
Oh, we're done.
Oh, have you done it?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Expert.
There you go. So everybody, lots of positive comments. I'll get there in a minute.
That's
Get my
before we
tongue
have a
out. And let me just ask, Karen Davies was in using the Carolina Blue last week. Has it arrived?
Not as far as I'm aware. It hadn't
We don't know if it's
today.
arrived yet.
It hadn't arrived when I left the office this morning, but I've not been in.
Right. So the lovely lady is just asking me, Jet, give me a call tomorrow because it should have arrived today. And in fairness, we've been busy all day. I've not actually asked Karen whether it actually arrived or not. So we'll find out for you in a moment, in the morning. I'll just send myself an email to remind us about that.
Georgie Godbald's watching. She says, hello, everybody. Hi, Georgie.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, please.
So we're going to move this cake away now. Do you want to put it on the back, Gwen, if you want to? You have to be careful with that stand. You have to lift the whole lot. Right, and make sure you just don't hit it with the shelf behind. Careful.
Oh, no pressure.
No pressure, pressure, pressure.
Well, we're not doing
Oh, Tracy Pounder, first time watching tonight, enjoyed every minute, thank you. Thank you, Tracy, that really means a lot.
It does.
Helen Brown, these Facebook Lives seem like 10 minutes, not a couple of hours, they fly. Tell us about it.
So, Kim, don't do anything yet. Let me get you a board. Should we put this on a round board this time because you did the square board?
Yes, have you got a
And
green
when
one?
we do this, can you talk and tell everyone? Because I got told off for talking and not letting you talk before. So I'm just reminding everyone that I've been told off in my own Facebook Live. You know,
In her own kitchen.
at 57 years of age, I'm still being told off like a naughty girl. I've got a rose gold one. Will that do? Because I haven't got a. Well, I think I've got a blue one. Should we got blue there? We'll use that.
Yeah, that'll do.
Or should we do a nice big board?
No, we don't want a big board because we haven't
I
got
think
enough.
we should have a big board.
We haven't
Not
got
enough
enough
sugar
sugar paste. Not
Just
enough
can't
sugar
get the
paste.
stuff anymore, can you? What about a purple
I've been saying
board?
that all night.
Let's do this nice one. It's a bit bigger, that'll do. It's not as big as those I'd like. But we'll have that one.
Why? Why do I do this?
No.
Listen, I'm trying to get the best. She's got loads of sugar base there.
A little bit more of this, please. Yeah. We'll have this as a base.
Let's not talk about sausages again.
No, that's definitely fine.
Yeah. Right, so Kim,
Yes.
tell us the first part that you have to do, because I noticed it before, okay? So we'll just get the camera down, that you need, so because you've got 3 parts colour there.
Yeah.
Can you explain why one part is bigger than the other 2 parts?
Not necessarily.
Well, you don't have to have it bigger. It's just that I like to have it bigger because I like to have a base colour.
Right.
So,
Okay.
this is a very warm base colour. It's very warm.
Yeah, but it'd be nice to do these colours. You never see these colours very often, do you? Anyhow, so I'm going to get back on my perch over here, shut my mouth for a moment.
Lindsay McIver said, on the naughty step you go, Carol.
I know. my audience like watching me being told off. They've never seen me be told off before. Even John's not brave enough to tell me off. Anyhow, let's get back.
Right, nice sausage.
I'm not saying anything.
I'm not. It's Maria that's giggling this time.
That's not very...
We all love sausages. Anyhow, so just to remind you, just very quickly, if there's anything you'd like to buy tonight, just pop over to the Sugar and Crumbs page, which is called sugarandcrumbs.co.uk. Just trying to distract things because Maria's having a meltdown. So if you go to the right-hand side, there is the Facebook Lives. There's a wish list there. Pop down to dragéekíss. Everything we're using tonight is on the wish list. Tonight was to tell you about the dragéekíss, how it works, and also how counterfeits hurt brands, okay? And we wanted to make you aware of that. Counterfeits really do damage. Basically, there's no other word than stealing. That's what it means, unfortunately. And if you've been sold something cheap and it's a copy, you know what, you're going to pay twice. And the saddest thing is the people who produce the counterfeits still win because you've spent that money and generally you don't go and claim your money back. So it's quite sad, really. So it costs you double the money because you have to go and buy the real thing in the end.
Well, I've worked with the counterfeit this afternoon and it's not easy. I mean, the pressure is really, really stiff, and with my hands, it's just not workable for me.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't recommend it. But
yeah. So, do you want to tell us what you're doing with this sausage?
Now I'm making smaller sausages and just adding them, squishing them in. It's a nice technical
term. I like that.
Yeah,
squish.
Nice and squished. And you never ever know what you're going to get. They're always different. And the thinner you get, the more delicate it is.
Donna, yes. Is the quick answer. Drop me an email. I will be in the office tomorrow morning, and I'll get a quote together for you and let you know.
She's very good, Donna, isn't she? We've got so many lovely customers around the world who know how it works. We do just ship into Europe via our website. For those people who are in the USA or Australia or New Zealand, you do need to email Laura. Just message us on Facebook and we'll send you Laura's email address. And then basically everything that goes out of Europe has to be weighed. So it is more expensive, but we only offer a track service. But it does mean that you will get your parcel.
So Helen Brown said, is it best to cover boards a few days in advance?
Preferably, yes.
Yes.
You can bake them in the oven, but if I remember rightly...
Somebody melted theirs.
Oh no!
We had a melted one last time we were here.
Don't blame me, it wasn't me. Gwen melted it all by herself.
There's a difference between Fahrenheit and Celsius.
It was funny, we enjoyed it.
So they're loving the way that you're doing this marbling technique. It's such, you know, when you know how to do this, it is lovely. It's a great thing to do.
Right, I don't know whether I'm going to have enough to cover that big board.
Yes, you will.
This.
Got plenty there, Kim. So if there's anybody new here who's just joined us for the first time at Sugar and Crumbs, please let us know where you are in the country.
Twist it and turn it. You can be very, very inventive when you play. It is a case of playing.
Yeah.
Just play with it and see what happens. And again, it's very therapeutic.
I've done a couple of marble boards and in a different way. Mine was far more difficult. They just made my life really hard. That is such a simple way of doing it.
Yeah.
It really is.
I'm all for simplicity.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And anything that's, you know, like what I was saying before about the mould, it's so simple once you know how, but the time that it takes compared to the effort and the effectiveness is fantastic.
Yes.
Well, when Kim did a marble cake, the very first live she did, after she went, I went and did one and it looked nothing like Kim's, and I've learnt tonight why.
Yeah.
See, this is going to be a much stronger
Yeah.
colour. I still don't know if I've got enough to go that road.
Got plenty there. Okay. So hello to everybody. Oh, hello, Deborah Jones. So hello, Joanna. No, it's Joanne Raftus Tateus. Is that what it says?
Possibly.
So if you are
Then
from
you just
around the
wrote it
world
down.
or first time joining us, just give us a thumbs up. Let us know where you're viewing us from this evening. Sugar and Crumbs offers free Facebook Lives. We've been doing this for 2 years now, every Monday. Okay, we've never charged. Our tutors come here free of charge as well. We provide, Sugar and Crumbs provides all the ingredients and products for the tutors to use. The tutors actually come in their own time. They don't ever charge us anything. They come here because they want to show you what they can do, show you their products. So do appreciate what they are doing. And here in the kitchen, we do have some light-hearted banter.
Really nice.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're not here to offend anybody. It's light-hearted banter. That's all it's about. And hopefully you'll have a sense of humour when you join us. Thankfully, most of our audience does.
Yeah, I think if I wasn't laughing, I'd probably cry.
And thankfully, most of our tutors have a sense of humour as
Yeah.
well. They come here to be
You
abused.
certainly need
And
one.
it's cake. At the end of the day, it's cake. It's, you know, it's not life-changing,
Yeah, we're
it's
not
cake.
carrying out
It
brain
is
surgery or
life-changing.
anything like that.
I like those colours.
That
They're
is
lovely, aren't they?
I really like
That would be great
That
for like a
reminds me of
mermaid
Aquaman.
cake or something.
Oh,
Aquaman.
yeah.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Plenty.
Of course.
Yeah.
That is
And what does it
beautiful.
look like on the
I'm
other
just going
side?
to turn it
Yeah,
around.
this is like another reveal.
Look at that. Oh, I
Oh,
like that.
wow.
Now, which side do we
That
want?
one.
I think that
That
one.
I think that side.
Okay.
Do you prefer the
Do
other
you?
side? Come on, let's have a vote. So,
I like this side.
Yeah.
so should we call this side one? Look, should we call this side
side
one?
one.
Side
So,
one. You've
yeah.
got 30 seconds. Or
Side
side,
two.
Side two.
which is more blue.
Oh, I don't know. I like that one. Now it's turned over again.
That is more
Oh.
Go again. So this is 2.
That's two.
Two,
This is one.
and that's
That's
one.
The
one.
one's a bit grainy and the other one's a bit more poppy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Poppy.
I love it.
I can see Aquaman. There's his shoulders. There's his hips. Look, there's his shoulders. Can't you see his shoulders?
Look at Kim hugging the rolling pin.
Oh, stop it. Oh gosh, okay, there's a load of votes just come in.
Oh, side
One,
one, side one is
one.
winning.
Yes.
One. Loads of votes.
Well, there's
for
always
one.
a difficult one. That Gillian
So-
Sansom.
I know. Gillian.
Can't remember. Is this side one or side two? I can't remember.
That's side one.
This is
Side one.
side one.
Yes, this is side.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll go for side one.
Gillian Sansom only does it to wind us up. She knows us so well.
Yeah.
So we're going to put side one on
Side
the
one.
board.
Side one's one.
Oh, Karen Davies says side two.
Oh
Karen Davies.
dear! Oh dear!
Well, there's so many votes coming in. I literally
still
can't
side
keep
one.
up with them now.
So we're going for side. We're going for side one.
Yeah, we're going for side one.
There.
We've got 3 votes so far for side two and loads for side one.
Okay.
Do you want me to?
Can you just push that over to the
Thank you.
screen so
Yeah.
they can see?
That's it.
Sorry. Yeah, love it.
It's going to be a difficult one.
That is.
I hope someone's not going to count and tell us
Oh, no.
if it goes the wrong one.
Those colours are.
They're
Wow.
absolutely fantastic.
Beautiful.
So thank you
Wow.
for all the support for tonight. For those of you who have a sense of humour, the live should be put on the National Health because they really cheer you up.
Oh,
Yay! I love
And
that.
we've had other people saying that they like
Description.
watching because it's a cheer up programme. So
that's
there we go.
nice.
You can tell your doctors to prescribe
Yeah.
Facebook Live.
Yeah, sugar and crumbs.
Sugar and crumbs, I feel like only us.
It's only us. Only
And
us.
it's more fun when Carol gets told off. 57 years of age on her
Or
own
when Carol and
programme.
Gwen has a little bit of a disagreement about what it is. Is it a mold? Is it an impression? Is it a bird? Is it an airplane? No, it's Superman. It's Superman. It Aquaman.
It's Aquaman.
So it's looking fantastic.
The colours together are gorgeous as
Yes.
well.
Those are again the ones
really.
from Amy's, what's they called? Sugar,
Is it super paste?
The only thing
No?
you can't do is make another one exactly the same.
No, that's it.
No, but that's I think that is
the beauty of
it.
it.
Is.
Yes, that definitely is the
unique,
beauty of
aren't
it.
they? Right, so
So those ones on the board,
Yes,
were
that's
these ones.
where's
super paste.
yeah, super paste. Yeah. Where's the other board that you did before?
Yeah.
Where's it come? Right, there we go. Right, Gwen, are you coming down here?
If I must.
If you must.
I've got a ziplock that I can put these
Oh, don't worry,
in.
just put it up
You're
there
a
for now.
slide driver, but I must say, you go with us the whole day. From 7 o'clock in the morning, you're there and you just go.
She's coming back. So we over here, Laura?
We are. We're back.
So
here.
everyone, I hope you've really enjoyed tonight's live. I know that I'm a chatterbox, and I know that some of you may not appreciate the fun that goes on in the kitchen. Maybe you're a newbie and you don't really know how it works. But this is a light-hearted live. I've been dedicated to doing these lives for 2 years now. This is my Facebook page, my Facebook lives, and I've built up a fantastic audience who understand my sense of humour, and it's just about having fun, okay? The people that we have coming on our lives, we've got some fantastic people coming on, and I'm not saying some fantastic people, every single person that comes on the lives is a fantastic person. They always have fun in the kitchen, they always have a laugh. Kim allows us to take the mick out of her. Gwen comes on, we have Karen Davies on, we have Kerry Griffiths on, Carol Haycox. We always like a little bit of banter. This world's too serious. You know what? Lighten up.
Absolutely.
Let's just have a little bit of fun. So we started tonight's live, and I asked Kim would she cover a board with the marbling effect, because she came on here just over 12 months ago and did a marbled effect board, and I absolutely loved it. And I actually used it loads of times with lots of my cakes on that have got photographs on there, okay? So this one is the pink and grey one that she started off with. If you want to see it, just rewind the live back again, okay? And then we've done this one at the end, because I did say if Kim was a good girl, she could do another one.
She's so
Are you a
kind.
good girl?
So kind.
And you know what? She's actually staying tonight, because tomorrow she's going to be making another one for Maria to make it, so that Maria can do a full 1 minute video on it. We might do a selection. So this one as well. So that's great. And then the other good thing is, let's just show you this. So there we go. Come on, Kim, come round here.
I'm really
So-
pleased with that.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So Kim has put this free tier cake today. I mean, to be fair, we asked Kim to come on. Gwen asked Kim to come on over, and when she came over, I said, "What are you going to make?" She said, "I'm not sure yet. I'm just thinking about
we,
it."
Gwen, haven't really discussed
No.
what we're going to make. I thought we were just going to talk about the DK.
Yes,
we
I
can
always
make
get thrown
something.
in at the deep end.
Gwen wanted 2 hours of talking about the DK. No. So anyhow, so Kim come on over, and it was about using the DK applicator, showing you how to use it. So we decided to use the Kerry Griffiths continuous quilter mould, because it's perfect for it. But you don't just need this mould to be able to use the DK applicator. Look,
No.
let's have a look at this. So Kim, Gwen, do you want to just tell them about this?
Yes,
Because
so
Gwen has lots of people in her collaboration.
last year we did a Sweet Easy Gatsby inspired collaboration in which Kim took part, and many other artists from around the world. We had 60 artists taking part, and this was Zoe White who did this little one, and Dennis, my other half, fell in love with this little girl so much that he took the most beautiful portraits of her, and she then remained with us after we took her to Cake International together with many of the other pieces. And this one came home with me, and she actually survived. Many of the others, unfortunately, with the travel, didn't make it, but this little one survived. This is, oh, look how beautiful this looks on Kim's marbled cake, a marbled board. This is actually something that was done by a friend of mine called Catherine in Milton Keynes. She does painted shoes, but I asked her to take the DK and to do a real shoe, but with decorative pearls rather than edible pearls, and this is what it came out like. And then this little elephant was done by Dorothy Clark. Dorothy Clark won Cake Artist of the Year 2017, I believe it was, for Cake Masters Magazine Awards. Or was it 2018? I can't remember now. Anyway,
No, it was 2017.
2017 it was,
Yeah.
yes. And so this is a little, I think it's actually an Indian elephant. I thought previously it was an African elephant, but if I look at the eyebrows and stuff. So
Why is
Dorothy,
there a difference?
there is a difference.
Just by telling the eyebrows?
Yeah, it's normally the ears and the features.
Really?
An
The head is
Indian
different.
elephant is smaller than African, and they do have smaller ears.
And so this is our little elephant from Dorothy Clark, and she did it. Actually, she did this one for for Daniel Diegues's show. The best called the best cake show in the world or something like that. There was a collaboration at Cake International. She did that for Daniel Diegues, and she left it with me afterwards, and I'm very proud. It's actually this one actually stands on my desk. And so I often
fabulous.
and you can smell the.
I know you said don't turn it around, but I like everything about it. Look at the
lovely.
detail. Look.
It's just that little bit, but
Yeah.
you can actually when you sit near it, you can smell the sweetness of it and look at the beautiful detail and everything. So this is Dorothy Clark's little.
So we wanted to show you these because it isn't just about using the pearls just on a continuous quilting mat. You can use it for loads of things. We've seen it on handbags, we've seen it on purses. You don't even have to use it on cake things. If your hobby is clay, you can use it on clay products as well. You can actually use it on loads of things. It's just a fabulous tool. It's for applying pearls quickly and easily. And yes, do the pearls pop out now and again? Yeah, of course they do. You know, but it's so much quicker than picking them up with a set of tweezers. You'll drop them more often with that. So what we're going to do is we've also got some new products in as well, which I told you about. Photo cake, I already told you at the beginning about photo cake. I've told you about the new rolling pin and some acrylic smoothers that we've got in. They are on the wish list. Are you passing me this sausage, this rolling pin again? Sausage.
The new
Sausages
rolling
on the bread. Sorry. So we've got the new rolling pin. It's 20 inches long. He's a big boy, that one, isn't it? So 20 inches long. It's a fabulous rolling pin. Stop it!
It's been a long day. It's been a long day.
I've been up since 4:30 this morning.
Yeah. I slept like a baby until 7:30, but yeah.
Anyhow.
Long day.
So there's lots of new tools on the wish list. We've used the Karen Davies new Ruffles mould, and Kim came up with this fabulous idea for a cake topper, which is brilliant as well. And I think the whole thing together is
It just
super.
came together nicely.
Yeah, it
Fantastic.
came together nicely.
So
So, what else did I want to say? So, Gwen is going to be back here next month on the 2nd of April. She's going to bring a lovely young lady from Spain with her called
Catalina Angal.
Catalina Angel. And if you ask me, I will say Catalina Angel.
Yes, she goes by that name as well.
Okay.
Catalina's signature thing is to actually make flowers freehand. She doesn't use cutters or veiners. And she's going to show you guys how to make some of her flowers. So
And we're very excited to see her, aren't we?
she's one of my ambassadors, and I'm so happy to bring her over for Carol.
Yeah.
So happy.
So she's going to be here on the 2nd of April, and we're going to bring another guest. Well, we're
Did you
not.
say March?
When? 2nd of April. We're in March
We're in
now.
March.
Yeah, we are. Hello. Yes, we are. You're right. So
Because you've been rubbing that rolling pin a lot.
2nd of April, and then do you have another announcement?
Yes, and then we've got Anna coming
Anna
over.
Remigio, and do you have a date for her yet?
Well, I'm waiting for you to confirm, but
When
I
should
think
we come
that's going to be
over?
the 1st or 2nd week in May.
Fantastic. Okay,
Mhm.
we will tie that up.
Yeah,
and
I've also got the 30th of April, but I didn't know if that was too soon for you.
for me or for
For you and Anna.
We'll
Whether
work
you
it
and Anna
out.
could
oh
make
for
it.
another one. Well,
Yeah.
we can talk about it.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
fine.
so Gwen's going to be back in the kitchen with two fabulous, well-known sugar cake artists. They're going to show you how to use the DK applicator, and they're going to show you some of their other skills as well. So I'm just going to finish now with who we've got in next week. So next week we've got a lovely lady in called Samantha Copeland. She's,
Oh,
do you know
yes,
Sam?
no,
Yeah,
I met her.
absolutely.
You introduced me to
Yeah,
her.
yeah, I did,
Yeah,
yeah.
sure.
So Samantha is a fabulous lady.
Teacher, yeah.
Yes, well done. So Gwen will have told you all in a minute. So she is a teacher at Reese Heath College in Nantwich, okay? And she is coming over next week to make an Easter cake for you, okay? So she'll be here. She is nervous. I have been trying to talk her into this now for over 18 months. It's her first time in
you'll
the
be
Sugar
all
and
right,
Crumbs
Samantha.
kitchen.
We'll be gentle with you, don't worry.
yes.
And she's a massive
felt
big
too
fan
shy to
and
say yes.
supporter of Sugar and Crumbs. So I do want you here next week watching Samantha. She's going to make you a fabulous Easter cake. It's going to be very easy. And her students will be watching as well. And she's also asked me to pop over and judge some of her cakes for her students at the end of March, and it's the same weekend. I've got Natalie Porter here, so we're going to take Natalie over as well and judge.
Lovely.
So that's quite good fun as well,
yeah.
isn't it? Yeah. So if you don't hear any more from us on our rolling pin anymore, we're going to finish off here and say a goodbye, and we'll see you on Monday at 8 o'clock. Is that right?
Yes, thank you so much for
Is that
having
good?
us, Carol.
All right,
It's
and Laura,
been
have you enjoyed it?
I have very much.
Good.
Yes.
But
And I've been abused.
and she loves being abused. Do you love the innuendo? Or should I
They do
stop
it. No, Carol, they love
love
it. Just to give you a few ideas of the comments we've had, we've got Anne Hayes saying, it's like a girly night in with my mates. Great live and love the banter. Alison Hodgson, another fab night, loads of tips, tricks and laughs. People saying they're looking forward to the new live. Elaine Hollowell, you are hilarious, Carol. I have laughed out loud so many times tonight.
Thank
you are all wonderful. You ladies are just so funny. Thank you for another entertaining evening. I've enjoyed every single minute.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And like again, I will apologise to those ladies who told me to shut my mouth and get on with it. So I'm going to shut my mouth and get on with it and say goodbye. Bye bye.
Bye.